Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to build a table. And the materials you're going to need for this is a miter saw and a table saw. Also, you're going to need a tape measure, a drill, a level, carpenter's square, and screws. The first thing you need to do is you need to have a good quality plan. You need to have good quality, high detailed blueprints of what you're going to build so you know that the measurements and everything you need. So, there it is. Now let's build it. Now the first thing we need to do to start building our table is we need to cut the legs, which as you can tell from our blueprints, it's about 36 inches. Okay, so as you can see, I finished up cutting the other 3 legs, and these are cut from a 1 by 1 1/4 inch, I think, pieces of wood. So, okay, so the next step in cutting the pieces for our table, is we need to cut out the tabletop, which as you can see is about, back to our blueprints, about 30-ish inches by 27. And I don't have a board that big, so we're gonna have to cut a few of them and glue them together. Okay, now that's all that's left to do is to glue them together. Okay, so all we need to do now is we need to let that tabletop dry. It's going to take about 24 hours to cure, so we'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish it up. Okay, so this drawing is basically a joke. This is the real drawing for our plans. And so we need to cut these sides here. So yeah, I'm going to use the table saw. And this board is already measured and cut already. I just need to rip it with the table saw. And then we need to cut 45-degree angles on the sides. So basically what I'm doing is I'm turning the table saw, the blade 45 degrees, and you're just going to run the cross cut these boards on each end for all the sides. And when they're done, they're going to be 45 degrees on each side, and they'll come together to form a 90-degree angle when you screw them together, and they'll go around the legs, and they should make the table look nice. Now that we have most of our pieces cut, we can start assembling it. Now we want to start aligning our legs with the sides, and we'll just screw those in, and we should have the basic outline of our table. Okay, now that we're done assembling most of our frame of our table, we need to start making the bottom shelf of it, which will be made by 2x4s. So for these, what you need to do is you need to just basically make sure it's level, and they need to be 8 inches above the off the ground, and you just screw them in. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so we got these cut. Now we need to cut these right here to make the shelf. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to cut the hole for the drawer in one of the sides. Okay, now that we have that cut out, we need to start assembling the drawer. Okay, so I got the pieces that we need for our drawer cut. Now all I need to do is cut 45-degree angles like we did for our sides. Okay, so now that our drawer is done, we need to screw in this piece of wood, 2x4, so that the drawer slides can attach to it. So with these drawer slides, you want to make sure that they're level first of all, and that they're the same equal height on both sides. And once you got them where you want them, you just screw them in. And then do the same with the other side of the drawer slide on the actual drawer. You gotta make sure they're all aligned properly, and it should fit real nicely. Now the next step is you want to sand it all down. But I don't have enough time to put my video of me sanding in, so once you're done sanding, then you can put just one coat of stain on. One coat should be fine. Okay, so once you're done with all that, you want to put 3 coats of this stuff called full gloss acrylic finish, and it's basically just gonna toughen up the table, so it's like anything spills or drops on it, it's not gonna scratch it, and it'll add a real nice shiny look to it. And then as well as just attach the tabletop to the frame. It's easy as just screwing it some L brackets on, and yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's how you build a little end table for my grandma, the side of her stove here. And as you can see, our measurements are spot on, and yeah, so there you go.